I'm Agge Rosenmeier, I'm 21 years old, and I'm a football player for Paris Saint-Germain. Well, since I was a kid, football has always been my passion. I've grown up with football, and the football game simply just came to me. And since I was a kid, I've just been playing this game for a long time, and I still love it a lot. A coach for me is very important, especially in pressured situations. This is where the coach shows why he is so important. For example, if I'm in a game and it's a draw in game, and he tells me something that I need to change, because when you're so focused and when you're concentrating, it's hard sometimes to see the game as it is, and a coach can see it from a different perspective than you can, because you're focusing on performing. So he can give you some tips and tricks, and at the same time he plays a huge part mentally for you, being your confidence as well. A typical day with my coach is in general it's more likely the events we attend together, but before the tournaments and the events we prepare. So a typical day could be that he comes over to my place or come over to his place, or we meet each other at a boot camp, and we will play and practice together, and he will tell me where I need to improve, but also the places where he thinks I have a good momentum and where he thinks my forces are. And then we analyze a bit some of our opponents and see what their strengths and weaknesses are as well. And therefore we are simply very good prepared for the tournaments, which is so important if you want to have a chance to win. I arrived in Paris Saint-Germain, I believe it's around a half year ago now, and I have a football idol called Bruce Granick, who is the biggest. Yeah, he was like my idol in football when I aspired to become a professional. And when I learned Bruce to know, he was a very nice guy, and I learned the people, the management behind Bruce. And lucky for me, some of the management behind Bruce started to work together with Paris Saint-Germain, and I was so lucky. And yeah, I was so lucky to get the opportunity to play for Paris. And when I got the offer, I was not really thinking about the answer, because I knew I was going here. I'm very happy to be a part of Paris Saint-Germain today. I always been, of course. It's a huge privilege for me to be able to represent one of the biggest clubs in the world, and I think that it's the perfect place for me to be right now. And I'm just gonna keep working hard to keep my place here and to perform, because I have the circumstances to do it now. Dealing with the statistics in the game, of course they have something to say. I'm most likely looking at how many shots I had, and I'm also looking at the possession, because I don't really have a possession style of playing, but I know if I have a lot of possession, it means that my pressure play worked a lot, because I get the ball back fast and therefore have a lot of possession. So I'm really looking at the possession stats actually, and of course shots on goal, because when you take a shot there's a chance to score, and the most important thing in football is to score goals. If I had to look at some statistics, I would probably look for my tackling percent, because it means how my defense are, how I intercept, how I read the game. And I think it's very important also to have a rock solid defense.